Josh, you might have heard, Pat talk about, Rajier and some of the other guys
Mm.
earning trust. Aside from maybe a performance like this, as a veteran, what does it take for one of those younger guys to earn your trust? What do you have to see from them?
I see it every day during practice. We try to go after them every single day. We try to push them, put them in uncomfortable situations, see how they react to it. And they can. I mean, they're basketball players. They've been playing this game their entire lives. They love the game, and they're going to do what they want. They need to do to win. And what we ask of them is, if that's what is needed to win, they're going to do it. They're very unselfish. They're very willing to learn and understand our concepts. And I trust every single person on this team. It doesn't matter who it is because we go to war every single day during practice.
Josh, I saw you react when Pat mentioned the alley oop to Mike in the final minutes there. That came at like a point where you guys weren't getting a lot going offensively. What do you think that did for the momentum and maybe the confidence of the team to, in a close game, pull out a victory?
Well, I think it came off a steal, and I was running down that sideline. All I heard was coach screaming at me to dunk the ball. I saw Mar and I saw Mike running down the side, and I mean, any chance you have those two on the side, you just throw it, honestly. And that's just a very big momentum swinger. Just getting him involved, getting him going, getting him to understand, just like we're still here. Like we trust you. We're gonna throw you the ball. We're just gonna give you every opportunity to get back to being Mike Watkins, get back to playing your way. Like I pulled him aside after the timeout after that, and I said, I'm gonna get you going. Like you just have to keep it going, and we're just gonna keep this run going. And we're just gonna try to pull out the W. And we did.
Outside of that dunk and the one against on the lob against Indiana, we haven't really seen too many of those athletic plays from Mike since he's come back. In today's game, what did you see for him that makes you feel like sooner or later Mike Watkins is going to be back to 100% what he was at the end of last year?
The drop step and one dunk that he had. It's just that's Mike. Like that's the Mike we all know. That's the Mike we've seen in the past. Like he says to trust himself, and everything's gonna be fine.
Kind of going off of that, you've played with him for a few years now, and
Mm.
obviously what he's been going through off the court in the last few months. How nice was it to see him come and have a big, impactful performance today?
That's just Mike. I expect that from every single game. I expect that from during practice. That's just who he is, and I don't expect anything else from him. He's a big body. He has really, really long arms, really big hands. It just affects the game. Just his presence, and just that alone, it just makes an impact. And just understanding that when he can get his shots, when he needs to go to rebound, when he needs to be in help to go block a shot or just be there. It's just seeing him do all that stuff again. It's just reassuring that we're on the right path.
Are you guys looking to get the ball to Rozier early?
Um, I want to say we were just running the offense. I mean, Ron's a really just amazing shooter. It's the same shot every single time when he gets his feet set, and he was just hitting today. There was a couple plays where I was just looking at him, and he was just wide open. I was confused, so I just threw him the ball, and he shot it, and he made it, and we just kept going. He just stayed hot throughout the game and just do what we knew we could do.
Pat mentioned the out of bounds play near in the final minutes that you got a corner three on. What was that the look you were going for there? Because I know in the past couple of games, but some of the looks have been for Lamar or Miles or some guys coming off screens, and you kind of just faded to the corner without anybody carving you. What were you expecting to get the ball there, and what do you think that did to kind of? How did you think that helped seal the game?
I mean, I think they were in a 2-3 setup for that play, and then just in the play that we ran, everybody's an option. Every single person that's on the floor has a chance of getting the shot off. I drifted to the corner, and the man just slid up, and MJ made a great pass, and I was down and ready to shoot the ball. But there was a couple different options. Yeah, I mean, coach just did a great job. We've been running that play since I got here, since before I got here, and it just works.
This was a pretty prototypical Josh Reaves game in the box score in terms of just doing a little bit of everything. Does that help you on the offensive end? Maybe you felt like you could have shot it a little bit better, but 9 points for 9 is still fairly efficient with everything else you're bringing. Do those things feed into each other?
Um, I wouldn't say I've had games where I didn't really make shots. I just go out there and play. I try to play one way the entire time. ever since I got here. I mean, people say I play too energetic sometimes, and I just need to be able to slow myself down, and I'm just gonna try to contribute any way I can. Getting rebounds, passing the ball, finding open players, getting steals. That's just something I try to do every game.
Josh, when you have a couple of games like the last few where maybe your shot has been falling quite as often as it might normally, how does it affect you and help you play within yourself when you have guys like Ra and Myron that can step up and hit shots like they have the last few games?
It's frustrating sometimes, but you just have to understand like it's a long game. You're gonna play 30 probably more minutes other than the shot that you're about to take. So you just have to stay focused and stay locked in and just get ready to go, and just find shooters. I mean, just find players that are open, work to get people open, run the sets that we have to the best that we can, and just things are going to be open for people. They can they can really get it going. Like you said, we've seen that happen with MJ against Virginia Tech. Barral tonight and past games. Like we just have a lot of different weapons all over the place, and just trying to take care of the ball as a team, and just finding open players is the most that we can do in situations like when the entire team isn't making shots. So you just got to play hard on defense. As a coach always says that when things aren't falling, when shots aren't going, just focus on defense and rebounding.